Morning at 7:40 a.m. Eastern Standard Time here in Ontario, Canada. Let's make sure I look half decent. My gray hair's showing. I gotta color that this week. Lots to do, lots to do. Good morning, my name is Robin, reporting live from Ontario, Canada at 7:40 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We do these live streams before I start my real job to encourage people to use the internet for good. Learn as many skills as you can. Be mindful of the conversations you're having, the things you think on repeat. I've had such an interesting morning realizing how much our thoughts impact the way our body feels. Your thoughts. Hey, good morning, Lauren. How are you? Are you back home? Did you have a great weekend? I'm so happy to see your name here. I wanted to ask, I noticed something today. I actually took the day off yesterday. And this morning when I woke up, I just kept thinking of all the work stuff I had to get done today. And I just felt so, hey, Mr. Friends here says hi to Lauren, hi to me. Yay, back home. Lauren's back home this weekend and had a lovely weekend. Good. Yes, likewise. We had a busy weekend, lots of stuff happening. But I was just saying how interesting it is that our thoughts really have an impact on our mind. I was thinking about work all morning. I went to the gym. I did an exercise class. I felt tired. I felt like just my mind was consumed by these thoughts of the things I had to do this morning. And then my body felt weird. My stomach felt weird. Isn't it interesting that our thoughts have such an impact on our body, on our energy level? If we wake up thinking about our to-do list right away, and depending on how we frame it in our mind, it can actually steal some of our energy. And I was witnessing that happen to me in the car on the drive, and my husband and I were talking about it. Like, isn't that amazing that the thoughts that I'm repeating in my brain right now, not repeating, but the thoughts that I'm having are making my stomach feel weird? Like my thoughts are making my stomach feel weird. It's incredible. It really just goes to show you how important it is for us to take control when our mind is going in a direction that we don't want it, because it builds momentum. It actually starts like manifesting in the body. You might get a headache, you might get a stomach ache. I mean, who knows what happens? Have you guys noticed that? Have you noticed your body's reaction to certain thoughts? If you think of something sad that happened in the past, like, do you feel almost like emotional? And you could bring tears to your own eyes just from thinking about something sad from the past? Or, your heart rate goes up because you're thinking about a conversation you had that upset you, and then your heart rate starts going up while you're just in your own mind thinking. It's really interesting that interconnectedness, and that we have to be so mindful of it. And I literally saw that example in me this morning. My thoughts were making my stomach feel weird. My own thoughts were making my stomach feel weird. So I had to catch it and redirect it and remind myself, like, hey, these are the reasons why you shouldn't worry. Or, you've handled these matters before. It'll be fast once you get started. Like, we have to coach ourselves out of this stuff. It's so interesting. I would love to hear from you. What are your thoughts on this? Oh, Lauren says, there's a book I want to suggest for this topic. Let me just go and find it and get the title. Oh, I would love to hear that. I feel like broken when I think of my past. Yeah, Mr. Friend says, yes. Name an NB player for an edit. Oh my God, I'm terrible with this. Kobe, that's the only one I know. I don't know any NBA players. My name's Robin, reporting live. But yeah, I hear you, Mr. Friend. When you think of your past, you feel like you're broken. Like I get it. It's so interesting how our thoughts make us feel a certain way. And I imagine that, it's so important for us to take control of that. Oh, where are we here? Lauren says, The Spark in the Machine. Oh, I'm going to screenshot that. Is that what the book is called? The Spark in the Machine. I would love that. Hey, can you please lower your camera? Oh my God, if I lower my camera, you're gonna see the eggs that my husband made me that I haven't eaten yet. Because I got home with 13 minutes to spare for this live stream, and I had to use the washroom because my stomach was bothering me. And then I took a couple bites of my eggs, and here we are live before I start my real job in about 15 minutes. Oh, Dr. Daniel Kiwan, K-E, oh, I'm gonna screenshot that. Scuba says, LOL. Yeah, I would love to learn more about this. That mind-body connection is incredible. I guess it just goes to show you that the reverse can be true. I mean, if my own thoughts were making my stomach feel weird and my energy feel low, can I use that same logic to increase my energy? If I was to think about possibility and all the things I'm grateful for and my plan for the future, can I visualize what I want for, the next 5 years and actually start to feel what it would feel like to have that? That's why I do think like that visualization stuff, all that stuff really kind of makes sense. Apparently, there's this study, and again, I'm not a scientist, please always do your own research. There's some study where they study people that just like imagine themselves playing the piano and then people really playing the piano, and it turns out the same parts in the brain light up when you're physically playing a piano or when you're just thinking about playing the piano. So they were linking it to the idea that the mind doesn't know the difference. People that had a fear of dogs, when a dog walked in a room, certain parts of their brain lit up. And then when they thought about a dog walking in the room, certain parts of their brain lit up. Scientists were saying that, the brain doesn't know the difference sometimes of what we're rehearsing in our mind as a thought or what we're remembering as a memory. So if we can use that information to work in our favor, it's something I need to do. Let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got. Lauren says it explains how emotions are linked with certain body parts. Oh, it says the specific emotion in the body part. That would be interesting. It includes about the body's energy and how it can make you feel. Oh, very interesting read. Oh, look, we got Rational says like, subscribe, done. Yes, like, subscribe, done. Absolutely. Kumar says hi. What do we got here? Lauren says like grief. Oh, are in your lungs. Grief and your lungs are linked. Hence why you get told bad news. It could take your breath from you. Wow. Mike says, Karen, remove your glasses. Then I can't read the comments, Mike. I wouldn't be able to read your beautiful comment if I remove my glasses. Lauren, that is so interesting. The fact that grief is linked to the lungs and then it can take your breath away when you hear bad news. Isn't that crazy? I think worry would be linked to the gut. Fear and worry would definitely be linked to the gut. Love, sadness, things like that, heartbreak. I wonder how that is. It's so interesting. I definitely want to learn more about that book. Like I said, I felt in real time today that reminder of the mind-body connection, that my thoughts were literally making my stomach feel weird. What have you reminded yourself about or thought about? Was there an incident that you thought about? Whenever you think about it, like it makes you either feel excited, maybe it's a good thing, guys. Like the same logic applies for something good. If I was to think about like, being in love or something exciting that's coming up, I can switch it, maybe get my heart rate going, start to feel excited, start to feel grateful. It really is like mind over matter. The mind, it all starts with the mind, but I do believe that taking action helps. So I did that fitness class today and it really did make a difference in terms of how I was feeling. When I started in the class, I felt really low energy, but I just kept pushing forward. So maybe sometimes when the mind's out of control, we could use our body to take action. Go for a run, go for a jog, go dance, listen to some music. And then maybe through that physical action, we can redirect the mind. Does the book mention anything like that, Lauren? It would be really, oh, look. Lauren says, I did a course in Japanese integrated medicine. That's where I discovered this book. Oh, definitely look into it, Robin. Japanese integrated medicine. That sounds so interesting. I love that. I love that all of these things that you have done and learned, Lauren, you get to now like talk about it. How long ago was that? Like, it's so cool that something that you did a little while ago, it now gets to come back up. It now gets to maybe be your reminder when you start to feel that mind-body connection, your thoughts going one way, your body starts leading in that direction. Now you can kind of link the two to what you learn, which is so, so important. I love that. Maybe we could do a live stream about that, learn some of these things and talk about it. There was a live stream idea that I have, but it's going to take some time for me to make it. I wanted to have like each emotion, like guilt, fear, anger, and a little bit of, why that emotion is. Maybe we can integrate some of the Japanese medicine teachings and see like what we can do when we feel this emotion. We can reframe it this way and then take this action. And I was thinking of having these little cards on my magnetic board. And then the people in the live stream can say, oh, pick guilt. Tell me about guilt. And then we can read the card together and kind of go through that. Maybe there's a breathing technique or a physical action that we can teach each other and leave sort of prepared, like have an educational live stream that keeps us prepared for life. When things come up, we can remember it. I love that. Such a great idea. Lauren says, I did CBT therapy for 18 months and it helped me understand that a situation creates a thought and that thought creates a physical feeling, which leads to an emotion, etc. Definitely helped me repattern thoughts. Oh my God, it's so smart. So then it starts with the situation, and then we create a narrative around the situation, right? Which is the thought. And then that thought or narrative that we've created then creates a feeling in our body. So it really is up to us how we define the situations that are happening in our life. If we are running late and we're driving fast, which I don't recommend, and then we're speeding, and in our mind we're like, I'm always late, I'm not going to be prepared, I'm going to be rushed. And then it creates that thought. So the situation creates that thought. Then you feel it in your stomach, this pit in your stomach of being late and rushed. So when we catch it happening, what can we do in that same thing? If we were running late, we can say, listen, I'm never late. I'll just explain to them that there was traffic. When I get there, I'll take a deep breath. I don't want to bring that rushed energy in. And maybe we can reframe it. Take a deep breath and know like, hey, sometimes things happen. We can't beat ourselves up. Gosh, isn't it incredible, our thoughts, how powerful they are? I love this idea, Lauren. Thank you for sharing this. I'll find some of my work from it. Yeah, and upload it to the community page. Oh my God, hopefully it might help someone. That would be incredible. We've got, is it Sringeth? Badri says, good eye, mate. How you going? We're doing really well here on this live stream. My name is Robin, reporting live from Ontario, Canada. It's 7:52. I start my real job in less than 8 minutes. We got Lauren here. We've got some people sharing any tips and ideas or anything that you've learned along the way that can help us understand that brain-mind connection. We were talking earlier about the fact that based on the thoughts that I was having, I took yesterday off from work. I used a vacation day. I have a handful of them left. And I just kept thinking of all the things I had to do this morning. And then my stomach started feeling weird and I had low energy and I just had all these thoughts on repeat and I had to keep coaching myself out of it. So we were wondering that mind-body connection. Is there a thought that you have that whenever it comes up, it triggers something from you? Maybe it's something good. Maybe it's whenever you think about your dog or cat cuddling you, you always get this sort of warm, safe feeling. Like that's good too. It doesn't always have to be bad, folks. There's a lot of good thoughts that we have that generate an emotion in our body or a feeling in our body and then an emotion. Maybe we can really start recognizing that and catch it when it happens. It's been really interesting to become very observant of my thoughts, observant of how my body's feeling, my emotions, what things make me think what, which thoughts are energizing. It's really, really interesting. Lauren says, I had no plans for the rest of the day. Now I have plans. Thanks, Robin. I'll get whatever I can uploaded. Yay, I would love to hear that. Any feedback, tips, anything that you could put in the community that we can read and benefit from. That's the whole purpose of this channel, this community. I really want this to be a place where we leave a little better than we came. With a bit more information, with a bit of understanding. We don't have to solve all our problems and find solutions, but if we can find these ideas and concepts so we can help notice it when it is happening, when this repetitive thought loop's happening, we can be reminded. Oh, look, Natalie says, hello, Grandma. Hello, dear child. Not a grandma yet. I'm doing well. I start my real job in less than 5 minutes. We do these live streams to encourage people to use the internet for good. Go figure. Use the internet to learn skill sets, to spread a little kindness, to understand about the mind, the brain, what we can do to improve our lives, to take control of our thoughts, our emotions, our health, and see what we can learn and just thrive. I don't want to live a mediocre life. I don't want to live an average life. You don't want to live an average life. We got one chance that we know of. We got one chance at this life. Let's make it the best. Let's cut off relationships that are not serving us. Let's distance ourselves from people that are always complaining, always have a problem, never see the light at the end of the tunnel. Let's focus on talking about solutions and plans and ideas and what we're learning and things we've learned in the past and the reminders we need for the future, to believe in possibility, to read some books, to go to the library, to do courses and invest in ourselves. People want to invest in what they look like, get their eyelashes done, all this stuff. Listen, I'm not trash talking any of that. You got to do what you feel makes you feel good about yourself. But I promise you that when you start working on the brain, on the mind, on your inner landscape, on your inner dialogue and your values and your skill sets, everything else starts to fall into place. Like you actually feel like I feel, even though, yes, my gray is showing, I don't have any eyelashes, I'm pretty plain Jane here, but I actually feel like a really solid person. I feel like a very beautiful person inside because I've worked so hard on my mindset to understand others, to be compassionate, to have a desire to serve. And now that's trickled into like my confidence and my value. And I'm able to speak about my value and what I bring to the table in meetings, in interviews, in performance interviews. So I really think that there's a lot of value working on understanding ourselves and the mind. And if you've ever not felt confident in yourself, that's the first place I would start, is inside, not the physical stuff, the nails and the eyelashes and the this and the that. Those are all great, but those are temporary. True confidence comes from inside, I'm learning. It's only taken me like 40 something years to figure that out. Let me see. Natalie says, you have nice teeth. How to keep them so white? I use a little bit of baking soda on my toothpaste. So a little bit of baking soda on the toothpaste a couple times a week, and it's almost like a grit when you brush your teeth. I have an automatic, I forgot what that toothbrush is called, but I put a little baking soda on the teeth, on the toothbrush, on the toothpaste, and I brush my teeth. And honestly, this is the least whitest my teeth have ever looked. So I appreciate you saying that. Let's say you look like a Palestinian young lady. Oh, great. Well, my name is Robin. I'm a Canadian. My mom was born in Guyana, so she's Indian. My dad was white Canadian, but I am born and raised in Canada. Have a great day, Robin. Blue skies and positive vibes. I love that, Lauren. Thank you for being here. I'm so glad you're here. I look forward to seeing what you share in the community tab and maybe working on this. Again, I have that idea for a live stream. So using that information that you provide, maybe researching other modalities, like you said, this Japanese, these concepts and stuff from other cultures, we can research it and we can bring all the understanding and knowledge and share from other people's perspectives and really create an interesting live stream. So I'm doubtful I'll have that ready for this Saturday's live stream because I don't want to overcommit myself right now, because I do want to make something, physically make something so we could see it, read it, do it. Let me see here. Lauren says, I have enough. Oh, in CBT for ideas on a live. Oh, Eastern medicine. Yes, loads. Just wait and see. Oh my God, I'm going to screenshot this. Eastern medicines. What do I believe on veganism? You know what? I don't have enough information about it to have an opinion. I'm pretty comfortable saying there's a lot of stuff I don't know enough about to have an opinion. So I really just don't speak to those topics. I'm wishing you an incredible week, folks. Until the next live stream, remember to use the internet for good. And you have a lot of control over the way your life turns out, but you got to take that control in your hands. So wishing you an incredible week. Thank you. I can't wait to see you guys next time.